Logan is hiding. Hi.
Hi.
Tell them about popcorn.
So I work at our movie theater here in our horrible town, and we were just having a conversation about how at nighttime when I get into the car, I smell like popcorn, and then the next day when we get into the car, it smells like popcorn, which is good, but it doesn't make my room smell like popcorn, so it kind of ruins everything.
I smell like weebs.
Mm.
No, I really don't, because they don't get close enough to me to rub the smell.
You repel
off me.
them.
I repel them. I'm a girl, so they're just like,
Get away!
no, but seriously, that's exactly how it is.
So, if you're wondering what our odd little background is here, we're actually outside of my house because we have loud children running about inside of our house. So, we decided to come outside to record a video, but the cement is pretty cold. I'm not enjoying it very much.
I don't mind it. I like it. Logan's weak.
And I had to sweep a bunch of leaves off of the ground so we could sit here.
I didn't have to do anything.
Yeah.
He's my slave.
And then I had to run an extension cord outside so I could plug my laptop in.
It's green.
Yep.
I'm the details. Oh, it's a nice day out today, though.
Yeah. It's supposed
like,
to rain soon, though, again, so...
Today's, like, one of the good days that our town sometimes gets. Like, either it's really cold or it's really hot, but then you get, like, these weird days where it's, like, a nice, mellow between, and that's one of these days.
It rarely happens, though.
Rarely. Very rarely.
I'd give it maybe...
It usually happens around February, though.
Yeah, I'm gonna give it 10 days a year max, and that's pushing it.
But you really gotta, like, go outside and, like, soak in those days, because it's like,
Yeah.
finally, nice day, good day,
Yeah.
A+ day. Would recommend.
100% would recommend. Oh yeah, so I got myself a new computer. That's why I've been gone, is because my computer would not record a video for me, and I couldn't make it over to Cheyenne's house. So I got myself a new computer today. Hopefully it's recording this well. Hopefully. Yeah, it's okay. It's fine. It's not anything special or amazing.
Not as good as mine.
Nope.
Which mine is like 50 gazillion years old.
We decided today that there is not one laptop on the planet that weighs as much as Cheyenne's laptop. It probably weighs 10 pounds.
It's pretty heavy. It's like, oh god, what year was it? I think it's 2011.
Really?
Yeah, because I got it the year before I started freshman, or not the year, the summer before freshman year, so it had to have been 2011. And at the time, it was like a space computer. Oh, so amazing. And now I'm just like, well, it's pretty good, but goddamn, it's heavy.
You wouldn't want to carry it in a bag anywhere.
If you sat it on top of a MacBook, I'm pretty sure the MacBook would just be gone. Like, it would just like...
It would turn into a MacBook Air.
It would become the Air!
Oh.
The new version. It is the Air.
It'd become the iPad, which nobody likes. We don't like Apple, by the way. Just letting you know, this is not a Mac. I hate Macs.
Macs are lame.
And so are iPhones and iPods and everything. Well, iPods are decent.
Shut up.
Nah.
He has one. That's why he says that.
It has no music on it.
I thought it did.
Took it off.
Why?
I don't know.
He used to have like 5,000 songs on his iPod. It was ridiculous.
Yeah, but I didn't like most of them.
Yeah, he hated most of them. Most of them was like my music. And he's like, God, I hate this song. God, I hate this song. And I'm like, I like it.
What you gonna do? Yeah, so I deleted all the songs off of it, but I'm gonna put all the songs on my computer because my computer has 500 gigabyte hard drive, which is pretty good compared to my old laptop, which was only 80 gigabytes. So I have like a lot of storage space. I already downloaded Skyrim and I'm gonna download The Sims 3 and 4 today.
I'm just not into
Fun times.
Skyrim and Sims anymore.
Oh yeah, and Minecraft. Can't forget that.
I was never into Minecraft.
She bought it anyway. Oh, you just saw a fly, I think.
Yeah, there was a fly there.
Whoop.
The only reason I bought Minecraft was to play it with him. And then he stopped being able to play it because his computers were crapping out, and I was just like...
But I think I can now.
Hey.
Yay! Yeah! Oh, good times. There's a fly on my nose.
Oh. Oh, yeah. I got into MMOs again.
Ew.
Yeah, I know. I'm
World
like...
of Warcraft, yeah!
No!
Yeah!
No!
Nobody likes World of Warcraft.
My dad did.
No.
Actually, no, I played it for a while. I played it really hard. Oh, yeah.
Those were the days.
I think it was like a Death Knight or something like that.
Remember
and I was
RuneScape? Oh, RuneScape.
Oh my god.
Precursor
okay,
to Minecraft
I
right
have
there.
a story about RuneScape. Okay. So I played RuneScape for a while and I made this character and I got relatively decently wealthy. Like not like overly crazy like those people who have like $5 billion. I was just like I have a couple thousand. And then I was like, you know what, this game is lame. I'm not gonna play this anymore. And then I didn't play games for the longest time. And then I made friends with this girl named Jillian. And she was like, oh, we should play video games together. And I was like, well, you can't download anything off the internet because her mother's super strict. And she couldn't buy anything because her mother's super strict. And so she couldn't play any of the games that I usually play with her. So I was like, well, why don't we just play a browser-based game? And I was like, oh, I know a game. RuneScape. And so she was like, oh, really? And so she started playing RuneScape. She made her account and everything. And I got her up to the level that I was at. We started playing together. And then, oh my gosh, she became addicted. It was the worst thing in my entire life. It was terrible. Like
Her eyes were bloodshot. She didn't sleep.
Every day after school, she legit texted me, hey, get on RuneScape. Hey, get on RuneScape. And I'm like, I don't want to. I don't like it that much. And like,
and then she unfriends you.
She became like level 50,000 with like $3 gajillion. And I was like, I created a monster. It was horrible. I totally got her off of it eventually, but yeah, it was pretty bad.
I'm thinking one of these days, Jillian should be in one of Cheyenne's videos.
She has a very addictive personality. She got really addicted to that one fish aquarium thing on Facebook. She got grounded once, and she
was it Insane Aquarium Deluxe? I remember that game.
It was something like that, but she made me actually. She gave me her account information, and once she was grounded, she made me log into her account and feed her fish for her.
So they didn't die.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Those are
She's really
real struggles right there.
She was really addictive at that time. She still kind of is.
Yeah. I think she should go on one of your videos.
Why?
I don't know. Whenever she's at your house next, you should be like, hey, you.
No, she'll be like, hi.
So I'm pretty sure this is turning out better than our first together video. That's kind of awkward.
I don't know where you're going, but do you got room for more?
Okay.
Logan has an ear. It's all crooked. His ears are all crooked.
Probably couldn't even see it. Like.
No, probably not.
No.
You can kind of see it.
No, you can't really see it.
If you like look really close. My ears aren't crooked. They're just big. Oh man. Outdoors.
It's cold out here.
I'm severe. It's not cold. Don't listen to him. He's like a lizard. I'm not cold.
I was under a blanket in my house until she got here.
I was watching my mom's store.
Yay.
I hate people. Oh man, it was terrible.
We should talk about horrible people in places.
Me.
You should tell a story about the worst people that you've come across in the store.
You know what the worst people... Wait, my store?
Yeah, in your store.
Oh man. Oh man. There was this one lady. Okay, so this wasn't actually at the store. I was actually at a booth. Okay, so what happened was she walked up to the booth and she's like, hey, I need some new jewelry. Like, I want to try out a new style. And I'm like, all right, well, here's our jewelry. It's buy 1 for 3, 2 for 5, and on this side it's prices marked. And I was like, go ahead and take your pick. And she's like, well, I don't know what I want, and I'm not sure if I actually want to buy anything today. And I was like, well, you don't have to buy anything today, but we have a store over here, and you can come
Which was
check us
literally
out.
like 30 feet away.
Yeah, and so I was like, you can just go ahead and come over here. And then I was like, well, if you're not sure about what you want to buy though, and you do want to buy something today, you can go ahead and ask me or my mother, because we were there at the same time. And she was like, well, I really like this necklace. And she would like pick up a necklace. She's like, it's so pretty. And I was like, oh, I totally agree. I think it's an awesome necklace. And she put it on. She's like, I don't know if it's me. And so she put it back. And then she picked up another necklace. And she was like, oh, this is a really pretty necklace. And then she was like, I don't know if this is me. And I was like, And then she would pick up another necklace, and she's like, "Oh, it's really pretty." I'd be like, "Yeah, it's really pretty, and looks
Yeah,
great
pick
on you."
one.
And she'd be like, "Oh, I don't know, it's me." And she would, oh my god, this lasted for I'm pretty sure somewhere around an hour. She would pick up. I think she picked up every single necklace that we had out and said, "Oh, this is really pretty, but I don't know if it's me." And I'm like,
Of course. Get out of my face.
and then she bought nothing. It was terrible. I
could've
wanted to
predicted
shoot
that.
her in the face. Oh my god. And
I-
you can't just tell them to get out because it's like customer service. You got to be like,
Yeah. They all look good on you. Well, since I've worked at the theater, there's been quite a few people who don't agree with our prices and whatever. And we used to sell these pretzels, you know, like you get in a mall, they're soft pretzels. But they didn't come with cheese. And this lady was like, "Hey, can I get cheese with my pretzel?" I was like, "Sure, it's going to be an extra $1." She said, "Oh, that's fine, that's fine." And the prices are clearly marked on the menu right behind where I'm standing. Like, you can see what the price of pretzels are. And I hate selling pretzels or anything to people individually because they're like, "Oh my gosh, it's so expensive." And I'm like, I didn't make the prices. You buy it or not. But this one lady decided she wanted to get a pretzel with cheese. And the pretzel's $4 and the cheese is $1. And I was like, "Okay, anything else?" Hoping that she would get something else. "No, that'll do it. Alright, that's gonna be $5 for you today." And her face just changes immediately. And she's like, "Are you kidding me?
oh god, no.
I could feed my family of 6 at Taco Bell for $5.
So you can't.
And she flips her hair and storms off.
You can buy 5 tiny nacho things for $5.
Yeah, like, seriously? You act like I am putting a gun to your head saying you better buy this, otherwise I'm gonna blow your brains all over the countertop.
Out. Ooh.
Ugh. And then we have this one guy. We have these plastic tubs, and they're for popcorn, and people used to be able to buy them for $15 the first time, and then each refill would be $3. Well, this one guy comes in, he's like, "I want 2 small popcorns in this bucket."
Too small.
I was like, "Okay."
Just give him 2 little pieces of
Yeah.
popcorn.
He's like, "I want 2 small popcorns in this bucket." Okay, so I rung up 2 small popcorns on the iPad, we use iPads for our registers. And then I told him the price. He's like, "It's only supposed to be $3. I was like, "But you just said you wanted 2 small popcorns inside the bucket. That would mean 1 in the bucket, 2 in the bucket, which would be charged for 2 small popcorns, or you could just buy the bucket." And he's like, "I just want 2 small popcorns in the bucket." And I'm standing there like, "What do you mean?" So somebody just grabbed the bucket and filled it halfway and handed it to him. I'm just like, really? Just say you want the bucket half filled. Don't tell me you want 2 small popcorns in the bucket. People.
Well, okay, so this is actually an event that happened to my mom at the store. So what happened was, okay, so my mom, she like does crafts and everything, like we're a very crafty family, and she sews and stuff. And well, not
And
sews,
knits.
crochets.
And
she does not
knits.
knit. She does not knit. She hates knits.
No, she
knitting.
knits.
She does not knit either. No, she crochets and she makes like berets and like scarves and stuff like that, and she sets her own prices because she's technically the craftsman, so she's like consigning her own stuff, but she doesn't have to like give herself 15% or something. And so she sets her own prices and she puts them out on display and they are for sale. And this one lady came up and she was like, "I'm gonna buy this beret," and my mom was like, "Okay, that'll be $10.95 or something like that."
Mm-hmm.
And the lady was like, "No, it's $8.95," and she was like, "No,
Don't tell me what my prices are.
She's like, "No, it's $10.95," and she's like, "Well, the owner was told me it was $8.95," and she's like, "I'm the owner, and it's $10.95." She's like, "Well, that's a lie." She's like, "I made the product. It's $10.95," and the lady was just like, "Well, this is ridiculous." She's like, "This is a ripoff," and she like tosses her stuff and leaves, and it's like,
Why do people have to make a scene? You know what I noticed at the theater? It always seems to be the wife
oh god,
that starts yelling, and then the
Wives are
husband's like,
terrible.
"Shh, don't embarrass us."
You know who the worst people in public are? My mom.
She's the worst people.
Restaurants.
I've never really sat at a restaurant with her mom. I have once or twice, but we were at a different table, and it was like a giant group of us. But
God.
my aunt, we went. Okay, I'm sure
Our aunt, or his aunt, and my mom are like the same person when it comes to restaurants.
my aunt and I went to Olive Garden last year to get their endless pasta, and I was so excited because I loved getting that. And it's $9.99 for unlimited pasta. So she's like, "Yeah, that's an awesome deal." Blah blah blah. So then she's on like her third pasta bowl, and then that was her last one, and then she was gonna take one home, and it didn't have enough sauce on it.
Oh, God.
And she just like was talking to the waitress. She's like, "This is ridiculous. This is dry. You can't give me noodles. Blah blah blah. I don't want noodles without sauce." And then I was like, "I don't know this person."
Don't
But
associate me with her.
yeah, well, and then the waitress is like, "Oh, I'll just grab you a cup of sauce. We'll heat up some sauce for you." No, that is not what I want. I want more pasta. And I'm just like, it's endless pasta. Like, just order another one. You don't even have to mention that it didn't have enough sauce on it. And it ended up the manager came over and gave us free food. I was just like,
man. No, we were at Applebee's, and I mean Applebee's is not an A+ restaurant. I'm not gonna vouch for Applebee's and their awesomeness.
are there Applebee's all over the country?
Yeah, yeah,
Interesting.
it's a franchise.
I didn't know that.
I think. Anyway, I don't know if other people's Applebee's are awesome, but ours tends to kind of suck. Like on the factor of like our waitresses and everything, it's not very good. But I usually try and just deal with it and just be like, we don't come here expecting like 5-star servicing. We come here expecting a good meal and cheap shit.
Yeah.
And it's like a fast food restaurant.
I don't need to make a friend, but I want you to just
it's
do
like,
what I ask and you get a tip. It's
like
a simple equation.
Yeah, it's like a decent restaurant plus a fast food place. That's what our Applebee's is. You don't expect much.
Yeah.
And so we went there as like a party, and it was not my party. I was like the only younger person. Everyone else was adults, and I was just sitting there like, "Yay, you're all drunk."
Good for you.
And they were all being rowdy and like shouting and everything, and I'm just like, "Oh God, I'm not with these people."
Yeah.
And my mom, she just starts like, I don't remember what, I think it was our food. Like our food was late, and she flips out and she's like, "I've been calling you for hours." She's like, "I have not seen any of our food. We have not seen our waitress. We haven't seen this. We haven't seen that." And I'm just like, "Okay, fine, that's fine. I can totally see you getting mad over our food being late, and I can totally see you getting mad over our waitress." But at the time, it was actually
super
packed
busy,
in the restaurant.
yeah.
It was actually packed in the restaurant, and you don't need to scream at them. You just need to let them know, "Hey, we need our waitress, or we need a new waitress."
Yeah.
And
Or we're leaving.
And she just starts like screaming at the fucking waitress, like, "Where have you been?" And then the freaking manager gets called in, and my mom actually has to go into the back because she was making such a big scene. They had to pull her into the back, and she screamed at the fucking manager. She was like, "I can't believe you. This manager is ridiculous. I'm gonna give you a bad review online, and I'm never coming back here again. I'm gonna tell all my friends that this place is terrible." And like she's just sitting there screaming at them, and we ended up getting like 5 free meals. Like we got that day free, and then we got like 5 cards for free meals in the future.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, it was ridiculous. And I was sitting there, and then our waitress came by again. She looks at me, and I'm like, "I'm so sorry."
We had this one old guy at the theater, and if you have trouble hearing, we have like these wireless headphones that we'll give you. You give us your ID, and then we give you the headphones, and then you listen to the movie, and then you come back and you get your ID back. And this one guy, he was old, obviously couldn't hear very well because he asked about 30 times while I was talking to him. He was like, "I can't hear the movie, you guys need to turn it up, blah, blah, blah." I was like, "Okay, well, let me go check the volumes." So I go in there, I'm standing in the furthest back that you can go, and you can crisply hear what is going on. So I walked back out to the front, I was like, "I can give you these headphones, all you have to do is give me your ID, and then you get it back, like, we do a little trade here." And he just, like, went off because I thought I was accusing him of being deaf.
Oh God.
And he's like, "There's no excuse, you're being young and blah, blah, blah." I'm like, "I'm trying to help you, but I can't turn up the volume of the movie because everybody else is going to suffer. That's why we have these headphones for people who can't hear the movie very well. And you have your own personal volume." Long story short, he got the headphones.
But not without a fight.
Yeah, it's like, I'm not criticizing you for being hard of hearing. It's like 90% of old guys on the planet are hard of hearing.
Okay, well, at GameStop, one of my coworkers got a call, and the person was like, "Hey, how much is the price of Wii controllers?" And he's like, for us to buy them or for us to sell them. He's like, well, I just want to know the price. And he told him the price of how to buy it from the store. He's like, okay. So he comes in, so he calls us like literally 5 seconds later, and like my coworker can clearly tell who the fuck is calling him because he's like, this voice is incredibly familiar. And so he's just like, I want to know the price of the Wii controller. So of course my coworker tells him again. He's like, no, you're not understanding me. I want to know what the price is. And he's like, I just told you the price.
It's a number. I just told you.
And he was like, but I want to know the price. He's like, what are you talking about? He's like, well, I want to sell them. And he's like, I asked you that. And he was like, well, I want to be able to sell my Wii controllers. And he's like, well, here's the price for selling the Wii controllers. And then he's like, well, how much is for these, like, legend platforms? Like, do you know those portal things where, you have the little figurine, you stick it on a portal?
Oh, like Disney Infinity or
yeah,
whatever
Infinity.
it's called? Yeah.
And he was like, well, I want to sell these portals to you. And he's like, well, we actually can't buy the portals because they're so flippin' cheap.
Yeah.
So he's like, but we'll give you a trade for a new figurine. And the guy comes in there with the fucking portal. He didn't want the new figurine, but he brought the portal anyway. And he just, like, ditched it there and was, like, got, like, $2 in controllers. And he even brought the little rubber thing for the controller. And it's like, we can't buy that.
What rubber? Oh, like the case that goes
bought
over
the
it?
flippin' rubber case to sell it to us.
It's like 25 cents, and we're going to give you 1 cent, and then you're going to complain about it.
We can't buy this. It's like, grayed and, like, there's, like, freaking, I don't know, lead on it or something from, like, pencils and shit. It's like, we can't use this.
Get this out of my face.
Oh, God.
Oh, my.
He ended up leaving most of his stuff because we couldn't buy it. He just, like, walked out and left all his shit there for us to deal with.
Yeah. Oh, my. People. Well, this video is already, like, 20 minutes long, so if you like our videos, like it and comment it and subscribe it. And we'll see you later. Bye.